Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Joel.
I'm Megan.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Lauren.
And we're some of the Veggie boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Welcome back, everyone, to a chilly day on the farm. We've been enjoying some relatively warmer temperatures, and it's still not gonna get too cold, but things have been freezing at night. It makes it a little easier to work down here, but we are having to refill and change out water bowls, which, oh, it comes with the weather. As you can see, I'm not alone here in the chicken pen. I've got Daniel with me. He is now back from vacation, and we're gonna ask you a big question. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I enjoyed myself. It was a lot warmer than here.
That's good. What was your favorite part of vacation?
I didn't have to work.
Oh. Are you happy to be back at the farm?
No, it's cold.
Eggs are collected. We've got fresh water dumped in for the chickens. We're gonna put a little feed in for them, and then they're done for the day. As you can see, we've got the New Holland T5 120 out ready to work this morning. It's had a relatively large break. There wasn't much for it to do all winter long. However, we've reached the time where we need to spread some manure, so we decided the 120 would be the tractor for the job. For the morning, the calves have already got all of their milk. Dad is bringing along the grain that we grind ourselves to feed to the cattle. And we've actually got a new addition into the cafeteria this morning. It would be this calf right here, and I just have to say that this is one massive baby. Just to help put it in perspective, this guy over here is close to being a month old. This calf is only a few days old, and he is much larger than that one. But he's a beauty, black Angus, healthy, and yeah, we love having him here on the farm. Look at him. How's my baby down here? Look at you. Oh, there you are. There you are, my big boy. I'm just adding a little bit of bedding to a few of the calf pens. I've only got one more and then they're all done. The sawdust that we are using has been doing such a great job. We have thought about putting straw in some of the pens, but it doesn't really make sense for us to do that when the sawdust works so well. And it is much cheaper for us to bed up with this sawdust as opposed to the straw bales. When it comes to the small square bales, they do add a little boost to the profits, which we like here on the farm. We could use them as bedding. We used to use them as bedding, but now that we're able to sell almost all of our straw every year, we prefer to do that method. And if something changes in the future where we're not able to get this sawdust, we may have to go back to using straw. But for now, we'll enjoy it now that we have it. Now that we're all finished with feeding and bedding up the calves, that takes care of animals for the morning. The boys had already got silage and grain for the pastured cattle, and our pen over here is looking phenomenal. They have got their breakfast. Now over the winter months, we have noticed that the manure in this pen has been slowly rising. Now that isn't always a bad thing, but for now, we've got some nice weather. We want to get it cleared out. So to start off, we have a pile of manure here that we are working on. And then once we get finished off with this pile, we're going to be moving into that pen. Now, I said the manure in there wasn't only bad. It does allow for a few things to happen. Because we use sawdust, it stays nice and soft in there. And because of the organic material from the manure and from the sawdust, as that breaks down, it creates heat. So this is a nice warm bed for the cattle to lay on. That's something that I've always found really cool. You don't like to see the manure built up too high, but you do start to realize that there can be benefits to it, especially when it's really cold. Now the pens aren't sloppy. If the pens were sloppy, then that would be a whole new set of issues. Things are relatively dry in there, but that's because we've added a lot of bedding. And to keep it dry, we're having to use more and more bedding. So I heard Dad mention his goal. Yes, his goal for the day is to try and get all this manure cleaned out. And being completely honest, we've already had a great start. The tire on the manure spreader has gone flat. It didn't look that low until we started adding material into it. Daniel was hoping he could make it up to the compressor, but he didn't make it, so he's got to bring the compressor to the spreader. Yep, she flat.
That's why you always have a compressor with wheels and a son who can run it.
We've been struggling with this tire for the past few minutes. We've got some other methods that we could try to get the tire back on. However, it's the middle of winter. We're not in the biggest rush. And we have a local tire shop who we know can get this tire all seated for us and ready to go. So we're just gonna take the tire off and take it there. That way we're all being safe. Tell you what, that is definitely not a baby tire.
I should be in the strongest man competition. Look at this. Andrew, you're gonna pick it up and put it on the truck for me though, right? You're gonna roll it up on the dock and then roll it on the truck.
Dad forgot where he put the truck keys. Don't worry, I remembered. The meat order just showed up, so this is perfect timing. I can get the truck moved out of the way, he can get backed into the dock. Even though the farm market is not open on Mondays or Tuesdays right now, we still do get orders delivered. Monday is usually a lot of our bulk foods come in, and then we also get our milk orders on Monday. Tuesday is usually a big day for our meat order. I believe Tuesdays and Fridays or Tuesdays and Thursdays is usually when the meat order will come in. Now that is not our beef, but it is some other like packed items. It's like bacon, different things. It's all so good. It's honestly delicious. We get from John F. Martin's and they've never let us down. They've always had great products. Dad's gonna get the delivery driver all taken care of, then we're gonna be on our way with that tire.
Hey, are you on your way home?
Yep, I'm in South Carolina.
Oh,
really?
Oh.
I was worried. It sounded like I just woke you up.
No. We've been going since like 5:45.
Oh my. We just got off a phone call with Matthew, the last one of us that is not home yet, and he is now on his way. Dad is excited. All his kids are gonna be home soon. That means there's gonna be plenty of more work to do. And yeah, right now we're on our way to the tire place. We should be all done and back at the farm in no time. Just got our tire all repaired. We are now on our way home. Hopefully we can get this spreader all ready to go. Because like I said, Dad has a goal for the day.
Sometimes my goals get accomplished. Sometimes they don't. But we'll get done what we get done today. We can't work too hard yet. Matt's not home.
Yeah, Dad mentioned to me once Matt gets home, then we can start working hard again.
It's time for Matt to get back because we're gonna start towards the end of next week seeding in the greenhouse. So we're gonna start planting onions, pansies, and we'll see some other things we're gonna get started seeding towards the end of next week, which will be about mid-February.
You guys don't even understand how excited I am about seeding time. Woo-hoo-hoo! Here it comes. Big old tire. Hoo-yah! Oh no, I'll have to sort all these up top. To be 100% honest, that was not an ideal situation, but now that it's all fixed, we can get started. While we were gone, it sounded like Daniel was working on the pen, so he's probably been moving manure around. Right when we got the tire onto the tractor, Dad hopped in it and he is out spreading. Progress is being made, and progress is what we like to see. You know, as someone who deals with manure quite often, I thought this was gonna smell a lot worse than it does. I think because of the cold, it's keeping the smell down, and I'm sure the people that live in this valley are gonna appreciate that because whew, it could be much worse. So for those of you that do not know, this pen we're right now is actually our chicken pen. However, when we start swapping over into a new batch of chickens, we'll actually use this for cattle. So we go straight from chicken manure into cattle manure, and it never really gets a good opportunity to get a deep clean. So I guess we would call this kind of like almost spring cleaning, but we only have these corners to clear out, and then we should be good to add some sawdust in here. Eventually, we probably will move chickens back into here, but that will be when we're in less of a demand for pen space with cattle. But for now, we're making do with what we got, and I think this little thing that we built here works pretty well. I'm gonna help Daniel quick. I think he's moving cattle back. Do you need help or are you okay? Oh, look at that. Daniel's got it. Here, I'll come watch it while we move this gate. What a professional. You would have thought he's never been on vacation before. All he does is work. Now we're obviously not gonna get it perfect, but I think for now, it's looking pretty good in here. There's only two little sections Daniel has to clean up, and then this spot is done. So we've made a lot of progress. We've got one side of the pen all cleaned out. So we're gonna be moving the cattle over there. And in the meantime, we're gonna get working on this section. Lost the shoe. Huh. Why are you wearing those shoes in here? Oh, okay. I don't think the cattle knew the concrete was going to be that slick over there. A few of them took a spill, but they all seem to be okay. Daniel's choice of footwear, they're high vis. I don't know if it's the best choice, but he says he thought he was going to be in the tractor driving spread manure today. He didn't know he was going to be working in the pens and scooping. I told him that's a terrible excuse. Put some boots on, kid. So I've got a few jobs working here with Daniel. I clean around the poles. I also look for any objects that we don't want going through the spreader. There usually isn't too much with the types of bedding that we use. You don't lend yourself to finding anything crazy in here. But if there are any rocks or sticks, I try and make sure they get pulled out. I was just talking to Dad for a few minutes. He loves his new tractor. He's telling me, oh, that thing really moves. And you should see this, Andrew, and you should see this, Andrew. He's having fun. Now I know why he wanted to drive the tractor. I'm sure Daniel is a little jealous. He likes to drive tractors as well, but he's getting to use equipment. I really enjoy driving tractors, but everybody else enjoys it so much. I'd rather do some other things, like I'll scoop the manure with the shovel. That'll be my excitement. Every once in a while, I get to drive the tractors out as well, but we let everybody that really loves driving tractors drive the tractors most of the time. Anything we can do to try and make sure that everybody's enjoying their time on the farm, we'll do it. Doesn't smell that bad. I'm not gonna lie. When it warms up though, then it'll smell bad. I will say it's not advisable to go driving through a field that you just spread manure in. However, what I was doing was just looking to see if we were having an even coverage, making sure nothing needed to be adjusted on the machine. And from what I can see, it's looking pretty good. Boy, do we have a beautiful day on our hands. I'm glad we're getting all this stuff accomplished. This is the day to do it. Well, we just made it up into the farm. Gavin, what are we having for lunch today? Oh,
sandwich.
Halishki? I don't know. Mom made basically halishki with kielbasi. So, kielbasa? Kielbasi?
Kielbasi.
Okay, whatever. Don't matter. It's delicious. How are the horses today?
They're great, especially the mares. They're getting accustomed very well.
Now, I 100% believe Gavin, but Joel, just to make sure the lady horses are doing good. All right, that's what we like to see. Now, I just came home and it looks like there's a princess here playing with a balloon. How's your balloon, Callie?
So pretty.
Yeah, it's so pretty. So a little bit of an outfit change and a change of scenery. I am here with Lauren and we are on our way to one of her appointments. I'm a big appointment guy. If I can make them, I'm gonna do my best to make them. Thankfully, I've been able to make it to every single one, except for a few that her sister and her mom went to. But besides that, we're on our way to the appointment. How we feeling today?
Not feeling the best.
Yeah, she's not feeling too good. Healthy.
Yeah.
It's just the babies are getting bigger. There's less room for the babies, and that impacts mama a lot.
Yeah.
We're doing our brave face today, and we're going out for one of her appointments. We're hoping things are gonna be all good and we can just continue as normal, but we have to remind ourselves to take it easy, because it's not easy to take it easy sometimes when you're a hard-working woman like Lauren.
This far along into a twin pregnancy.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say besides we're just trying to be careful. We are getting close to getting a date scheduled. Babies have not been cooperating the past few visits that we've had. They're not in a good position, so we're gonna talk to them about appointments today and see what we can do about that. But we're coming to the end of it. It's getting close, and I think we're both ready.
Yes.
Nervous, but ready.
Yes.
Alrighty, everyone, Lauren and I are almost home. We got our appointments all taken care of, but guess what? We've got appointments right away tomorrow morning. Callie is sleeping over at Uncle Joel and Aunt Megan's. That way we can get up early and not have to worry about anything. The appointments went well, which is very, very good. Hopefully the appointments tomorrow go very, very well, and we'll be able to meet these little babies soon. Well, everyone, we are now home, and that should about do it for us. This is where we're gonna end the video today. If you guys enjoyed videos like this and you'd like to see more farming related videos, check out the channel, and if you have not already, make sure you're subscribed. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!